So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Lance Kendricks, 70 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Play action, Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to fight. And this is caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fight.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 79 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes.
And that's caught inside the 30. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 49 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot and see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
11. Greystone, travel.
They'll try to run with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. Now the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. D. Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch the eye. Check it. Kill. Hey, Alpha. Check it. Reload.
Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
At the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
We go. Check nickel. Show it. Slur. Hey.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. Go, go, go. Mike,
on first down, Brady. And he fires to Edelman, complete on the comebacker. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the 9.
Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. To throw is Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Lawrence Guy forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 33 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Brady now to throw. To Gordon, out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check it. Reload. Right to it. Hey, Haywood. Tighten up. Hey, check it. You go tight. Hey, go 66.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, shoot.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Watch left. Good track. 12, fellas. Here we go. Bravo.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game.
Wait, that 380. Recon, 152 fighter. Sugar. Hey, orbit. Check.
Brady going to look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their time.
Wonder when it's my